because they would take them and embellish them and maybe add different things. But in the core of each episode is from real life, and they really did.
Released in the late 1950s, Leave It to Beaver felt like a warm memory box the whole nation held close. The Cleaver family appeared on soft black and white screens as the peaceful dream America longed for after the war. A gentle mother, a calm father, and children whose tiny mischief made everyone smile. Each evening, millions gathered around their wooden TV sets, believing they were watching reflections of themselves, or at least the life they wished they had. But behind that perfect picture were painful truths television refused to admit. A woman was pushed to maintain impossible perfection. A young girl was denied the right to grow up. A father hid real tears after tragedy shook his world. These moments built the hidden story of Leave It to Beaver, a show filled with love, but also quiet heartbreak the cast carried for decades. Jerry Vile, once the sharp-tongued little Judy Hensler, secretly faced a struggle no child should confront. When her body began changing naturally, production treated it like a crisis. Her chest was tightly bound every day to keep her looking like the tiny schoolgirl America expected. No one asked if she was hurting or frightened. At 13, she filmed a baseball scene on the first day of her period, terrified every spin would expose her pad or make others mock her. She delivered the perfect home run, then cried alone in her dressing room while everyone else praised her performance. That was when she realized her childhood no longer belonged to her. She walked away before the show shattered her, later living quietly while carrying the invisible scar of what she endured. Barbara Billingsley, the graceful June Cleaver, carried the heaviest burden of perfection. The pearls she wore to hide a hollow in her neck became mandatory. The heels she used to maintain height became daily torture. She was expected to appear flawless in every frame, never tired, never uncomfortable, never human. She stood for hours under hot studio lights while her legs trembled, only to smile the moment action was called. When the series ended, Hollywood refused to see her as anything but June. For 20 years, her real identity was dismissed until she broke free in Airplane, finally feeling like herself again. Jerry Mathers, the face of Beaver Cleaver, lost his childhood to endless filming schedules and interviews that left no room for friendships or a normal life. By the 6th season, he bravely chose to stop acting just so he could become a real student instead of playing one. The show ended not because America stopped watching, but because one boy wanted to reclaim his youth. Tony Dow paid his own price, trading Olympic-level diving dreams for the role of Wally Cleaver after an unexpected audition. The pressure to embody perfection blurred the line between who he was and who America wanted him to be. He later admitted he felt trapped between the real Tony and the idealized Wally, a struggle that followed him into adulthood. Their on-screen father, Hugh Beaumont, faced heartbreak far deeper than viewers knew. A tragic car accident took the life of his mother-in-law and gravely injured his wife's young son. He returned to set with a gentle smile, even though he was broken inside. Between takes, he often sat silently, trying to hold himself together. Yet, he continued acting and directing while carrying grief. He never escaped. Ken Osmond, unforgettable as Eddie Haskell, found himself trapped long after the show ended because the world couldn't separate him from the charming troublemaker he played. He joined the police force hoping to build a new identity, but suspects and newspapers still mocked him as Eddie. Even after being shot in the line of duty, people assumed it was a stunt. He later returned to the character in Still the Beaver to give Eddie and himself the closure and forgiveness he needed. Rusty Stevens, who played Larry Mondello, vanished without explanation after tensions between his mother and production exploded. He left Hollywood entirely, living an ordinary life, until returning decades later to give fans the farewell he never received as a child. Stephen Talbot, who played Gilbert Bates, walked away willingly. Realizing he loved truth more than acting, he became a respected journalist and documentary filmmaker, creating the real-world stories he felt mattered more than scripted childhood mischief. The iconic episode In the Soup nearly bankrupted the show with its 2 full-sized billboards and complex safety setups costing over $50,000. The next episode had to be filmed on a drastically reduced budget just to recover from it. And finally, in 1983, the cast reunited for Still the Beaver. Everyone returned except Hugh Beaumont, who had passed away just before production. His absence was so heavy that the cast cried during filming, honoring him only through a framed photograph. The reunion became both a farewell and a tribute, filled with gratitude and loss. Today, Leave It to Beaver still brings joy with its innocence and simplicity. Yet behind every laugh was a sacrifice made by people who gave more than performances. They gave pieces of their childhoods, identities, and dreams. The show endures not because it was perfect, but because its imperfections reveal the humanity beneath the polished surface. So what moment from Leave It to Beaver lives in your memory? The innocence of youth, or the quiet shadows behind the scenes? If you want to uncover more untold truths behind Hollywood's most legendary shows, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, and press the bell icon so you never miss our next deep dive into the secrets of television history.